Hello, my lovely Aries. How are you? Welcome to your reading for October 2019. I hope October finds you happy and healthy and ready to take on whatever it has to offer. I feel like, when I'm shuffling your cards, I feel like October is going to be action-packed for you, Aries. It's going to really suit you so well. It's about action. It's about taking action. It's about putting things in place and implementing. So that's going to be really fabulous. It's not about holding back at all, which is great. This is a reading for Aries sun, rising and moon sign. Also listen to your rising sign and moon sign. Some months they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. They also add layers to your monthly reading, which will be really good as well. This is a general reading for you, my lovely Aries. It is a general reading. If you would like to have a reading that is specific to you, then you can book a private reading with me by following the link below to my website, and you can book a reading from there. So, and I'd also like to say thank you for subscribing, for liking, for sharing, and for commenting on my channel. I really appreciate that. If you haven't already subscribed, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and so you know when I'm posting new videos, you don't miss out on your monthlies or any video that I'm going to put out for you. So make sure you do that as well. Okay, so let's get started. Aries, I've already said to you, it is a month of action. It's a month of putting in place and implementing what you've been working towards. And I really like that. I really like that. It is a month of, as for some of you, time is going to be different for each of you, because let's face it, we're all individuals. We're all unique, and our natal charts all look different for everyone. So having said that, the timing's going to be a little bit different for each of you as well. But generally, I feel as if what has gone on in the past, what sense of loss you've felt, or what changes have happened, it's not about crying over spilt milk. That's what I'm hearing here from my guides. Don't cry over spilt milk. Things that haven't worked out for a reason. Things that haven't gone the way you've expected them to, is for a reason. The universe has the bigger plan. They've got the blueprint. They know what's going on, and so there needs to be this trust of things are exactly where they need to be without trying to control them. Don't spend energy looking at things that haven't worked for you in the past, but rather look at what you have gained from those situations, what you have learnt, the person you've become, what that's helped you to become as an individual, as a person, as an entity, as a soul. What have you learnt from those things? And there's also a lot that you've learnt that you can build on, and it's about building on things that you've learnt from the past. If anything, the past teaches us what we don't want and makes what we want much clearer, so that we can move on from that. So that's where you're at. That's where you're at. Don't dwell on the past. Just look at that as, what have you learnt from it? How has it shaped the Aries that you are today? That's really important. That's really important. Okay, so let's have a look here, because what that's going to take you, it's going to actually hatch some ideas of what are you planning, Aries? What are you planning? What ideas do you have? What things do you want to put in place? You have achieved quite a bit. You have achieved a lot, and a lot of that's to do with that fire in your belly. It's to do with that determination. It's to do with that action that you feel. It's about taking charge, taking control. You've achieved a lot, but there's something else there. There's other ideas that you want to move to. There's other goals that you've set. There is an idea that you want to hatch, which is really interesting. And I feel like at this stage, it's an idea that only you may know about. You haven't actually put it out in the ethers. You haven't spoken about it yet. What do you want to give life to? What do you want to give birth to? What plans do you have? What aspirations do you have? What is it that you want to achieve? That is really how you're going to feel in October. It's as if the time's right to do this, to bring into my reality an idea that I've got, a new business that you want to launch, a new product, a promotion. If you're working for a large corporation, there's something that you've been working on, and it's now time to talk about it. It's now time to put it out there. If you are, retired, it's about, well, I've achieved all of this in my life, and now I've got this idea of plan. Do you want to travel? Do you want to move location? Do you want to go live in the mountains? What have you always wanted to do that you've been thinking about? It's now time to take action with that. It's now time to put that into place. So because with that comes a lot of, you've got the Page of Wands here, and the Page of Wands is about, and this is your suit, isn't it? It's about action, but pages are not about action. Pages are about planning what action you're going to take, planning your next move strategically, planning it without haste, really thinking about where you want to go, what you want to do, what you want to implement, what you want to put in place, what plans do you want to put in place, what goals do you want to achieve. So the page is really about planning. So it's you know what ideas you've got, what you want to, what your next step is, what your next goal is, and now it's about planning it to make it a reality. Not taking action instantly, but about thinking about what steps you need to take to bring that about, because you're feeling very, very, by October, you're feeling very confident about who you are, what you want to achieve, and how you're going to achieve it, your abilities to achieve it. And this is changes that you're bringing into your life. Those changes are going to be different for each and every one of you, but they're going to be some sort of change that are going to be quite profound for you. And it's about you taking charge. It's about you finding the fire in your belly. This is so your card. The Queen of Wands is male or female, so it really is about you. It's about being confident, not letting anything stand in your way, being very determined about achieving what it is you want to achieve. You're feeling unstoppable, Aries. You're just feeling unstoppable. I feel like you're feeling unstoppable in implementing the plans that you've got. I absolutely love this card. It's beautiful, isn't it? It really does show. It's like, don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. I'm in control. I know what I want. I'm not going to be swayed. I'm not going to be convinced to do anything differently. This is what I'm doing. This is how I'm going to do it. And I'm just going to put things in place to have this unfold, which I really like. It is important that when you are planning these things, when you're planning these changes that you're wanting to bring in, change of location, change of job, promotion, launching a new product, making your hobby your life's work, whatever it is for you, it's important that you look at it from every angle. It's important that you look at it from every perspective. Stand back from it and really scrutinize it, really look at your plans, really, because you want them to be successful. You want them to really achieve the results you're wanting them to achieve, and they will, they will. I feel like there's nothing that you do in haste here in October. You do take action, but you really look at it from every angle, from every perspective. You really look at it, top, bottom, upside down, side, each side. It's just from every angle you're looking at this thing that you want to give birth to, and to ensure that it is going to be successful. And it is going to be successful because it comes with this determination. You're going to have such determination in the beginning of October to put into place these changes, and some of them are going to be changes within you, these changes of perspective that you have. Your perception of different things are going to bring changes in itself as well. So it's going to be varying degrees for each and every one of you, but they're all going to play a very important part, a very important role in October, in what's happening here in October. I'm really quite excited about it. It's quite a passionate month. Of wanting to go out, wanting to mix socially. This is what I want to say to you. This is what I'm hearing. Wanting to mix socially, wanting to accept all sorts of invitations, mix, make new friends, make new connections, create new networks. That's all going to play a really big part for you in October. Absolutely big part in October. It's also about the Page of Coins. It's about planning where you're going to be financially by the end of the year, and certainly in 2020. What do you want? How are you going to achieve these things? Are you going to take on a second job? Are you going to make your hobby your main income, and work 2 jobs while you're establishing this passion that you have, that you want to launch? You're going to be doing something that's very different, left of center, if you like. It's going to be very, very different, but you can plan. It sets these finances going. It's a foundation for an improvement in your finances. For some of you, the Page of Coins is a child, a young person in your life, teenager, male or female, that is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Rising, Moon sign, that is, what do I want to say? They want to bring in some changes. Are they asserting themselves? They want more independence. They want to do what they want to do. Go and work somewhere. There's some changes that they're wanting to establish within themselves, in the family, to bring in. And they're very practical. This child's very practical, very hardworking, thinks about what they want and how they're going to achieve it. I like that. Very grounded. Very grounded. But they're wanting to bring in some change. It's almost like they're asserting their individuality. They're cutting those ties with you as well, to really find their own space, find their own identity. That's also going to require a change of perspective, the way you look at things differently, which will be really important. So, my lovely Aries, as October moves along, you've got the 6 of Coins, 6 of Pentacles here. This is this for me is budgeting, is balancing out the expenses, money coming in, money going out. So it's going to be a month of money coming in, money going out. So whether you're launching something new or starting a new line of work or doing things differently as to how you earn your income, there's going to be a time where money's going to come in, but money's going to go out. So it's good that, because money's going to go out, but it's coming in to go out. So I don't feel like, oh, well, money's going to keep pouring out and you're going to be in, dire straits. I don't feel that. I feel like money's coming in to go out, to establish yourself, so that the universe is bringing that to you as to what you require, what you're needing to set up. There's a balancing here. For some of you, it's a balancing of karma. It's a balancing of you've worked really hard on a project and you're going to reap the benefits of that. The scales are going to be balanced. For some of you, those scales are going to be balanced in the home front, where is one person doing more of the work around the house than you, or you doing more than they are. There's got to be this rebalancing, this realignment. It could also go at work as well, in your work environment. Is the workload shared evenly? Is everyone pulling their weight? Is everyone working equally in the work environment? That's going to be really, really important. So there's this review and balancing out, if you like. It'll work really well, because what's coming, if you're in a situation where money's going out but money's coming in to go out, it is going to reach a point where finances are going to take a turn and they're going to get better. I just feel like for you this month it is about finances. It's about laying really strong foundations because there's new beginnings of as far as your financial situation. The abundance that you're seeking is coming in, and that can be abundance in love, in family, in health, in happiness, in financial abundance. I feel like financial abundance is playing a big part here for you this month, and that is on the increase. You're turning a corner. October, you're turning a corner, and there's absolutely nothing to fear because it's about you creating it. Your finances are going to improve, but it's not something that happens to you. It's something that you've worked for. It's something that you've created to put in place. You've manifested it. You've had these desires. You've planned for it. You've planned for it right at the very beginning. So the more thorough you are with your planning in the beginning, the more you're going to see the effects of that in your reality. By the end of October, things are going to turn a corner. Things are going to start getting better. It sets you up for November, December, and then 2020. It sets you up for 2020. Really important. But it's about you creating the reality that you're wanting. You creating the situation where you turn the corner with the way you do things, the way you perceive things, the way that people are interacting with you, and the success that you're bringing to you. It's about you actually planning towards that, and that's going to reap benefits because you are going to be able to call to you what it is you need. And of course, then you've got the King of Wands, your card. This can be king, male or female, of Wands, and of course it's Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, but I feel like it's you. By the end of October, by the end of the month, you're going to be really sitting strong. You're sitting strong. The kings sit on a throne. They're used to being listened to give instruction, to be in control, without raising your voice, without having, they have this expectation that what they're wanting is going to be there and people are going to listen to them. It's not different to the manifesting card, having this expectation that you are creating your future, you are creating what you want, and you're going to be in a really good position by the end of the month. You're going to be in control of what's going on around you. And what I feel like when I sit in your energy for October, I feel like it's tightly knit. I feel like it's compact, and I feel like it's controlled, and I feel like it's all going to just flow. One thing's going to click into another, into another, into another. It's like what I'm seeing here is, when you stack up your dominoes all in a row and you hit one and the rest it all topples in sequence. That's really what October's going to be like for you. So as you feel each thing, don't jump ahead, but live in the now, live in the moment, and deal with whatever is needing to be dealt with in that moment. And that's how October will unfold for you in a really, really positive light, in a really positive way. I really like that, my lovely Aries. Oh, 2 cards fell out. Oh no, too many cards fell out. Let's try that again, shall we? This is from the Angels of Abundance cards. Let's see what the overall for October is. Oh, that's interesting. Let me get my glasses. Cooperation instead of competition. And that's really what that is about. You're not competing. It's just being confident within yourself. What's yours is yours, and no one can take it from you. There's no need to compete. As there's an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. And that's about having the right people in your life, the right people around you, but the abundance is yours. It's not, Joe Bloggs over here has got, is really getting all this money and really successful in business, and oh wow. Show joy for that, because there's enough for everyone, and your abundance is there this month as well. It's a month of abundance for you. It's a month of abundance for you. Let's have a look at what the heart cards say for you. What's going on with you? Okay. Nice. Joy and stability for you. That's the month. And that's how I see that compact. It's compact for you. The month is compact for you. There's stability. You're on firm ground, and that brings with it a lot of joy because there's a lot of success around you. It reminds me of the Sun card, doesn't it? There's a lot of success here for you in October, for you to reap and enjoy the benefits of, but it's going to be with your hard work as well. Oh, no, let's not say hard work. Conscientious work, planning, getting everything lined up so it all works out for you. I really, really like that. I hope that resonates for you, my lovely Aries. I wish you an absolutely wonderful month of October. Many, many blessings to you. If you would like to book a private reading with me that's specific to you, then follow the link below to my website and you can book a reading from there. Many blessings to you, Aries.